Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. And if you like a personal read, just check out the description below. And I'd be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. And it is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up, okay? Thank you all for your kindness, your support, your love, your donations, okay? Hopefully you're receiving these messages for your highest good. Be sure to tell a family, friend, or foe, to come on over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone, darling, to be notified, okay? All right. The message I have for you, collective, is there is someone who is intrigued from your past. Someone from your past is very intrigued. They would like to see what's up with you. They would like to maybe get in touch with you. This could be an ex-lover, a family member, a friend, your woman, your man, your side piece, your two-piece. Okay, somebody you owe $20 to. I don't know. But either way, there is someone from your past who is desiring to reconnect with you. This person has been thinking about you quite often, and they are wondering what you're up to. They could be aware that of what you're up to, or they may not. But this person is very interested in you. Okay, this is someone from your past. They're very interested in you. They could be making arrangements as I'm playing with these crystals and these figurines here. They could be fixing themselves up, positioning themselves to see you, to meet you, to pull up to your crib, pull up to your job. Maybe they're going to DM you, hit you up on social media. Maybe they're going to pass a message. You could have a friend in common with this person. Maybe they're still linked to a friend or an associate of yours, okay? And you may not be aware that this friend is linked to your ex, okay? But this is someone from your past, or this could be a family member, okay, collective? But they're very interested in linking up with you. Want to know what are you up to, what are you doing? This person could be experiencing something with this anxiety here. They could be experiencing some kind of hardship, some kind of depression, some kind of fear. They could be just very unhappy at this time. This could also be an economic hardship. Maybe this person is concerned about something financial. Maybe they want to see, can you help them out? I don't know. Do you owe them $20, or maybe they want you to give them $20? But either way, okay, just a joke here. We crack jokes on this channel. But either way, this person is very interested. So, yes. So don't be shocked or surprised if you receive a message from a third party saying, so and so is trying to get in touch with you, and then you find out that the reason they want to get in touch with you is because they're going through something. Or if this isn't a family member, this could be an ex-lover who's going to try to reconnect with you and keep it a secret that they are going through any kind of anxiety, or that they are depressed or stressed, okay? They may, if you run into this person while you're out, in your daily running errands, they may approach you as if they just want to hook up with you, have a drink with you, or hang with you. But in actuality, this person could be ashamed of something that they are experiencing at this time. Whether it's financial, whether it's job loss, whether it's needing a place to stay. Maybe this person is going through a divorce or a separation. It's been a lot of time since you last saw this person, this ex-lover, or the side piece, two piece, and a biscuit, whatever they were to you. And there could just be some things that they are ashamed of. Some people are like that, if they're not in their best state of being and they haven't seen someone in a long time, they are embarrassed if they're going through something. Well, really, they shouldn't be. I mean, it is what it is. Life, hey, sometimes life be lifing for people. It just is what it is. And no one is exempt from experiencing life. Everyone has their own pot of gumbo. And I use gumbo as an analogy because they have so many varieties of gumbo, and it has a lot of different things in it. Everyone has their own situations and issues that they deal with in life. And it's a part of life. It's a part of growing. It's a part of learning, So if you're going through something, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Life happens, it is what it is. But this person may try to act like they're interested in dating, but this person may need a place to live. Okay. And so the next card that we have here, we have the Nine of Pentacles here. And this energy here, you're in your garden, you could be coming off as very abundant, or you may say, well, I'm good, but I'm not that good. Well, collective, to this person, you look like a meal ticket, okay? You're doing better than them. They could be watching you on social media. They could be hearing about you through word of mouth, through gossip. You know how people be talking, okay? They see you with one shopping bag. The collective, they're just over there rolling in dough. Okay, not knowing that you hit the clearance rack, but anywho, this person sees you as a meal ticket. They see you as someone abundant. They're looking at you like, look, the collective has more than I have going on. Let me go over that way. Let me go over there and see, can I go lay on their couch, or see, can I smooge my way into their crib? So yeah, so be aware that there is someone who is lurking, wanting to connect with you, but they need help. Okay, they see you as a meal ticket. It says independent wealth right here. They know that you're independent, and they're like, the collective got it. We know they got it. We heard they got it. We seen they got it. Okay, and so you're very independent. You're very resourceful. You know how to do the adulting. I'm picking up, you've been this way your entire life. You could have been someone, collective, also, who left home at an early age, maybe had your own crib before, your own home or apartment before it was time. Okay, a lot of young adults or teenagers have to be forced out of their parents' home or forced out of the nest. But you could be someone who came into your own, or learned how to be independent at a very early age. And this is something you have been consistent with, and people know this about you. They know that you are able to maintain, whether you're working a full-time job or part-time job. You're someone who is known to always have their own place, far as somewhere to live, whether it's an apartment, efficiency apartment, a house, doesn't matter. People know this about you, that you're very resourceful. So just be mindful, okay? And so, yeah, so someone is coming near you because they need help, okay? With the sacral chakra here, twice, this person is very, imbalanced, and they could be lacking a lot of confidence at this time, okay? With the sacral chakra here. Yeah, lacking a lot of confidence, just not believing in themselves. And, you have free will to do whatever you choose to do. If you want to help a person, you want to take them in, this is just a spiritual message. You can do whatever you want, but be mindful, collective. If you got it going on to the break of dawn and you have peace in your life, be mindful of taking people into your home and they're going through depression. You're maintaining your vibration. Things are going well. Be mindful, because in actuality, whenever we choose to allow people to move in with us, it's a lot to consider. Doesn't matter who you are. Even when you choose to be a roommate with someone, it could be you agreeing to maybe rent or lease a home with someone. There's a lot of things to take into consideration. The person's mood swings. Are they clean? Will they clean up behind themselves? Will they pay their portion? What kind of people they hang around? Will they respect the boundaries? Will they respect the rules at home? It's a lot to consider. So I'm conveying this message because I'm picking up, you're someone, right now you're doing well for yourself. You're doing well for yourself, okay? And, you're working, you like your job, you're able to make ends meet, okay? Doesn't matter what kind of work you do. There's peace in your home. I'm also picking up, you're very clean. You like a clean home. You like things a certain way. And so to bring this person into your home who's in this lack energy and your frequency is higher than theirs, this person, could come into your home and kind of dishevel the energy. And so Spirit is saying, be mindful of that. If you want to help, you have free will, or you could just give this person a donation, like, here's a donation. You don't got to pay it back, but I'm sorry, you just can't stay here, but either way, you may want to stay out the way and not even entangle yourself with this person, because they have this is someone who hasn't even called you to say hi. They haven't checked on you. The last time you spoke to them, it's been a long time. It's been years. It's been years, collective. And also, the last time that you were in touch with this person, it was very negative. It was not pleasant. And so it's not about getting even or being bold. There are some times in life where, we need to stay out of the way, because sometimes people are dealing with their own karma. And that's between them and the divine. That's between them and source. And you want to stay out the way, because if you get in the way, you could end up in the crossfire and receive the brunt of the repercussion that they are experiencing. And so whatever's going on for them or with them, that's between them. You could pray for them, you could send them some prayers, some love and some light, and continue to mind the business that pays you and stay out of the way. Because I'm picking up that you have a lot of peace and tranquility going on in your life. And if you were to allow this person to move in with you, or even communicate with them and open up and give them access to you, even just them having your number and calling you with their problems, and I need this, and wanting to pull on your energy and pull on your resources. You're not socially obligated, and you're not obligated to take care of anyone as well. People have to learn how to thrive and survive and be strong on their own, because Spirit is telling me that you are someone who has experienced some ups and downs and turnarounds, but you've always been the type of person to pull yourself out of the mud. And so this is someone who is aware of this, okay? This is someone who is aware of this. They know this about you. They know that you've been through a lot of hardships and you were able to regain your stability on your own. You did not reach out and ask or request for anyone to do anything from you. You honestly got it out of the mud. Even if you had to live somewhere that you didn't want to live, even if you had to go into a shelter, even if you had to sleep in someone's basement or on their couch, even if you had to take a job you didn't want to take, even if you had to eat noodles for weeks and weeks and weeks, or hot dogs, or it could be a lot of different things that you tolerated and you endured. And Spirit is saying this is this person's time to have their own awakening and learn how to be self-efficient in their own right. But they won't be able to do that or learn anything if there's always a crutch there for them. Okay. And so the next card we have here is justice. So this is all about balance, you maintaining your balance. And it's not to be bold, but you have to be wise enough to make sure that you're pouring into your own cup. And you've worked so hard. I can't stop saying it because they're giving this message to me like this. You're someone who has really been through a lot. And everyone that knows you know this. Everything I'm saying, people know this about you. They know you're not lazy. They know you keep a clean house. They know that you keep food in the fridge. They know that you're a go-getter. They know that you're going to keep a roof over your head. They know you're very responsible. People know these things about you, but it's unfair for someone to expect or have that energy of entitlement, like you're obligated to take care of them. And you have not seen this person in many years. And when you last saw them or were in touch with them, whether it's a lover, family member, or a friend, it was quite negative. It was not pleasant at all. And this isn't about a get back. This is about you maintaining your balance with justice here in the upright. And this sword here in this picture, this is representing you, letting people know, metaphorically speaking, I know who I am. I know where I come from. And I will use this sword to, flex my boundaries. I will make sure that I will establish boundaries, but I will enforce them. So that's what the sword is representing. You not allowing karmics, negative people, places and things, anything that does not serve you for your highest good to re-enter your life after you have done so much hard work, whoever you are, male or female. If it was saving money, you done that. Like I said, if it was you working overtime, you got holes in the soles of your shoes. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody. You've done that. So this person has to do the same thing. If you had to work somewhere you didn't want to work because you was 5 minutes from maybe punching a boss in the face, you've done that. You tolerated that. You took the bottles to the store. You saved the pennies. You had $5 on a debit card and put 3 in the tank and went on to work and got off and smiled and just kept on going. You've done that, and it's time for this person to grow up and do that. So this reading here, Spirit is giving you clarity and letting you know, with the Ace of Swords here, that you have a lot of brand new ideas, options, and opportunities that are in front of you. Things are being worked out for you, things that you are unaware of, but it's positive. And if you were to allow this energy, this person from the past into your life, that you could possibly self inflict stagnation on your path, meaning create blockages that can be avoided. So you have been thriving, surviving. You're doing wonderful. We got the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles is one from the 10. This is security. This is abundance. It says independence, success, financial stability. So why would you want to intercept that? Why would you self-sacrifice your pentacles for someone who doesn't care about themselves? Number one, in lack mentality. When you last saw them, it was negative, and you have not seen or talked to this person in many years. And so, energy is real. It cannot be destroyed. It simply travels from one person, place, or thing to another. And so, why play? Why play with yourself like that? Why self-sacrifice? It's just not worth blocking all these blessings that's here. Hard work, reward through the hard work. And I just said, you're someone who works hard, and people know this about you. They know that you're not lazy, and you could also have someone sending, this is for somebody, what I'm about to say. It could be a family member or maybe somebody that knows you as well, or a friend or an associate. Somebody is pumping this person up to come towards you. People do that, collective, especially if they don't have access to you, or you're someone who maybe you've cut off a lot of negative people out of your life. The cutoff game is supposed to be a natural thing anyway as you move forward. No one comes in your life to stay forever. And as you move forward, any person that shows you that they are not in support of who you are, or they're not a positive force in your life, you're supposed to subtract as you move forward anyway, not add. Everyone is not meant to stay, in your life. That load can get heavy, especially if they're not, it's not beneficial. What's the point of having them around? So the fallback game, the subtraction, that's supposed to be a natural thing. I'm explaining this because I bring it up a lot in my reads. That's supposed to be a natural thing. You're supposed to be changing. You're supposed to be an observation of, who you need to keep around and who you need to remove out of your life. These are things that you are supposed to be an observation of. You're supposed to constantly be doing inventory in your life, not because you're angry or you're mad. This is very important because as you move forward, I'm talking to those who are working on themselves. I'm talking to those who are working on progress, and not just saying they're doing it, but those who are really walking the walk and not just talking the talk. And so those people, as I convey this message, they won't get offended because they can catch it. They can catch it like a baseball glove. They understand. You can't keep everybody with you when you're working on progress in life, in any area of life, whether it's starting a business, going to school, getting a job, whether it's just having a peace of mind. Because there are people who will envy your peace and your contentment. People become jealous if they know you have peace in your life. Yes, collective, just simply having peace. So you cannot keep everybody with you that you meet for your entire life and expect them to just be buddy buddy with you. It's unrealistic. It don't make sense, and I'm pretty sure it won't bring you no dollars. You cannot keep everybody with you. Everybody can't go. You have to tell folks, I'm in a two-seater. I ain't got no room. Metaphorically speaking, I'm in a two-seater. I ain't got no room. I can only kick it with those who are here to lift me up, inspire me, motivate me, and you do the same in return. Reciprocity. I'm not talking about a one-way street, but both ways. But there's no sense of having people around if they're going to be toxic, if they're going to be negative, if they're going to pull you down, if they don't have nothing positive to offer. It's no need. It's a waste, or they always want to turn up, turn up, turn up. Okay, we can always turn up, but how about building or creating something? How about working on doing something fruitful instead of focusing on the fruitless? That kind of energy right there, okay? And so the next card we have here is the Knight of Swords. Okay, it says big change, opportunity, seize the moment. So there's big changes happening in your life, and they want you to seize the moment, okay? If this video resonates with you or you're enjoying the video, please like, share, and subscribe, okay? Thank you kindly. All contributions are highly appreciated. And so the next card we have here is the Six of Pentacles. So it says gifts, generosity, charity, donations, money, community support, employment. Okay, so you have been in a situation where, like I said, maybe you've been in a situation where you were homeless and without, or you had to live somewhere you didn't want to live, or you had to take a job that you didn't want to take, but you held on and did until you were able to find another one. I'm picking up, you didn't just quit and say, well, you know what, I'm just going to quit, forget it. No, you kept it because you're like, no, I got bills to pay. I have to take care of myself. And I'm going to hold on to this one until I find something better. So this person has to learn the same thing. They have to go through their own process of having an awakening. They have to go through their own development of knowing themselves and being strong on their own. The best way and the quickest way for a person to have an awakening is to thrive on their own solo, solo dolo. Like, really, yeah. And maybe this is a person whom people have provided a crutch for throughout their life, and they are accustomed to that. And we're constantly, the world is always going through different shifts and changes. We're always in an energy, of evolution, and different metamorphoses are taking place. Changes are constantly happening inside of us and outside of us, all around worldwide. And this is someone who has been doing the same thing their entire life, changing nothing. So when you try to exist in an environment that's constantly full of change and constantly going through metamorphosis and evolution, and you are refusing to change anything, you don't have to do it all at once, but at least pick one thing. That means you're boxing with God. That means you are blocking your own divine favor, blessings, purpose, and opportunity. You're boxing with source. You're boxing with God. You're creating friction in your own life. So this person has been resistant to creating change in their own life. And that's a personal thing. That's between them and the divine. No one can change that. No one can go to this person, preaching, oh, you need to do this, do that. Because they're just going to look at you like, whatever. Man, roll up, smoke something, drink something. That type of energy. That type of energy. So the best thing you can do is keep it away from you. It has not been in your presence. It has not been in your home. This person has not been dealing with you. So what makes you think, if you were to entangle yourself, even if they weren't moving in with you, if you gave this person access to your life, what makes you think that it will be positive after so many years? They're already going through hardships. This is someone who's been doing the same thing their entire lives. I'm picking up condolences if you know if you lost someone or they lost someone. If you're watching, cross watching, maybe they lost a loved one who maybe they used to live with this person, and this person has transitioned, and maybe the housing situation has changed. So they had to uproot and leave. Things like that happen and occur. But this person's spirit is saying still have to thrive and survive and get out here and get it on their own, because they have been lax and they've been doing this their entire life. So this person may have to experience tough love. I'm picking up that you have experienced many moments your entire life, whomever you are, of tough love. And you did not reach back or look back. You kept pulling yourself out of the mud. When you go through things and you have been through things, no one is there for the collective. So who is these people coming now wanting to pull on the collective energy? That's that entitlement energy. It's like, how dare you? How rude? How rude are you? Very rude. Okay. This is someone who does not believe in reciprocity. They know nothing about it. Okay. They know nothing about it. And you do not need to spend your time, trying to mold a full grown adult. And this person could even be older than you, collective, okay, in age. And this is someone who just don't want to get it right. Like, and that's their attitude. That's what Spirit's saying. That's their attitude. Like, change what? Go do what? They're not interested in anything fruitful. They're interested in the fruitless. They're interested in toxicity. They're interested in doing nothing. And they are entitled to that. But Spirit is just conveying for you to stay out of the way and allow them to be themselves, and let them come into their own at their own time, and allow yourself to change your own world. Allow yourself to enjoy the bliss that life has to offer you, the favor, the opportunities, the different connections, whether it's business or, romantic or a friendship. Allow yourself, allow your world to change. Allow those old cycles to close out, where these karmics no longer have access to you. It is okay and a wonderful thing to love toxic people from a distance. Does not matter whether they are blood related, whether they are old friends, whether it's a neighbor, whether it's someone, I don't know, a coworker, a sibling, a cousin. It is a wonderful thing to love people from a distance. You don't owe anyone an explanation of why, and I got a lot of green out here, and that's pertaining to the heart chakra. So you're in alignment, there's a lot of good things, in the works for you. We got Justice, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the World card out here. We got the Six of Pentacles in the upright, balance, generosity. I mean, come on. Come on. We got the Knight of Swords, big change, and they're telling you to seize the moment. Okay, you can't have that stagnant energy around you or in your auric field. And your spirit team and source is working in spaces and places that the human eye have not been privy to for you to receive favor in your life, but it's blocked because you have the wrong energy around you. Energy works like that. Yes, it works like that. You can be around the wrong person and you can be praying and manifesting and wondering why it ain't happening. It's the people around you, and that's a truth. That is one truth I stand on. I know it for a fact, and people do not like to hear about it. They don't want to believe it. They don't have to. But guess what? They'll keep repeating the same cycle. It's like being on a hamster wheel, moving fast and going nowhere. It's like a stationary exercise bike, moving fast. Okay. That wheel in the front is moving, but the bike ain't moving. Okay. Like really, because people, that's one thing that people, they don't like to talk about that and they don't like hearing it. It really disturbs people. It disturbs, their shadow side, because the whole idea of actually doing the work, it does require releasing people, places, and things. Sometimes it may require releasing everybody, real talk. Everybody's situation is different. Sometimes it may require releasing one or two people, Sometimes it may require not releasing nobody, just changing some habits or your way of thinking. It's different for everyone. But when it comes to letting go, and when I say letting go, I'm talking about that fallback game that's 10 times 10, 10, 10. Meaning you cut the cord and you never ever look back or reconnect with that person, nor do you make excuses to try to reconnect. Okay, no, you didn't leave your charger at nobody's house. No, you don't need that shirt that they borrowed. Really severing ties and moving forward, practicing real self-preservation, choosing yourself, choosing real pure self-love, not allowing those who will taint your energy as you work towards your healing or as you work towards progress to interfere or intercept what the divine has for you. So that's something that people, they don't want to hear about it, talk about it, think about it, and they really don't like that. They're not, many will not do it. They'll talk the talk, but many will not do it, and one of the reasons is if you are someone who has to, maybe everyone in your roster is toxic. It could be your whole family. It could be all your friends. And you got to let all them people go and not talk to them or deal with them because they're negative and they're toxic, and you may find, if you are on a spiritual path or a spiritual journey, you will find and you will be awakened. You will receive confirmation and you will see changes in your life. When things get better, when folks ain't around, there it is right there. I'm going to say it one more time. When things get better because folks ain't around you, pay attention to that. It's like showing up to work and a certain coworker don't come in and everybody have a wonderful day. Straight up, everybody end up having a good day because a certain coworker is not there. So that's something that people aren't willing to do. And there are many, unfortunately, that will perish from planet Earth with the shoulda, woulda, coulda theory because they refuse to let go. People who does not serve them for their highest good, negative people, toxic people, low vibrational people, karmic situations. People come into your life for you to experience them and for you to move on. Learn the lesson and move on. Okay, so but because many, that's something folks don't want to do. Very few will get all their juices and berries. Some people will wait to next lifetime to get their juices and berries. Some choose to stay and self-sacrifice themselves. And that's what I call it: self-sacrificing, putting yourself on the stake, burning yourself to pieces. Oh, I don't want no blessings. No, I don't want no money. I'm gonna stay here in this toxic relationship. And spirit like, okay, confirmation. Listen to the horn. Confirmation. Like, okay, you want to stay in a karmic cycle. Okay, so now you're magnetizing negativity. They're not ready. Okay, all right, we'll keep this blessing over here. Let's move along. They're not ready. I don't know. Keep playing if you want to. Keep playing if you want to. Okay? You don't need anyone bringing you a tower moment. You have free will to do what you please, but you don't need anyone bringing you a tower moment that could be avoided, because you wanted to be loving, be kind, or show that you're still down, or you want to prove a point that you're not uppity, or you want to prove you haven't changed. You better change. You're supposed to be changing every day. Let them know your name, Butterfly. Say, we constantly go through transformations. Yes, I'm a butterfly. You better be changing. You better be moving different. It's impossible. And there are people who resist, but you witness them having a lot of friction as well. And there are people in life that has less friction. I'm saying life is perfect, but you will observe, I'm pretty sure, collective, some people who have little to no trouble, meaning they have a lot of peace, and then somebody else that have a lot of friction. And most times, 99.99% of the time, that is someone who is resisting change. And we're not talking about changing everything in 24 hours. We're talking about just picking one thing and just changing that. And it could be anything. It could be the way you think. It could be something very small. Yeah, it's the resistance. It's the resistance. You don't want to be the penny pincher. You don't want to be in lack mentality. You want to come out of this energy. That's the whole point of closing out this cycle so that you can rise above. Okay, so you can experience your prosperity and your abundance. You got the 9 out here. You're not trying to get this chopped down. You got 9. You're not trying to get this chopped down. This is the 4. You do the moonwalk and go backwards to this karma if you want to, and you'll be down to these 4. And then you be telling your story. I used to have 9. I don't know what happened. I let my cousin move in with me. I started talking back to my toxic parents, and now I'm stuck with 4. And won't nobody look out. I don't know why they do me that way. Message. Allow this person to grow. Allow them to connect with source. Allow them to figure it out for themselves. It is about them figuring it out for themselves. And this person does not have pure intentions. And their plan is to approach you. I'm getting an ex-lover, and I got a family member as well. But I'm getting a lover very heavy who wants to approach you as if they want to date you. And really they're looking for a place to stay. They want to see, can they, I guess what they call it, couch surf. I guess they're taking turns here and there. Yeah. So they want to, first they're coming, wearing the mask, that covert narcissist, and pretend to be something that they're not and play the game. And no. Mm-mm. 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 We have the 2 of Wands here, okay? It says 2 paths, decisions, choice, plan. Grass is always greener on the other side, okay? So the grass is always greener on the other side. For you, it is. So they're telling you, proceed with caution, aka don't proceed at all. Keep doing what you are doing because it's working for you. It's working for you. It says the grass is greener on the other side. We got the 9. So whatever you're doing, it's working for you. Whether, and this could be, maybe you're saving money, maybe you're picking up overtime, maybe you've got a raise. You start dealing with this person, and all of a sudden you feel fatigued. You don't have energy. Then you start calling off work because this person want to turn up. They're depressed. They don't have what you have. They don't have the nice home that you have. They don't have the vehicle you have. They don't have the job you have. They don't have the relationship you have. And you let this person into your life and they want to party and turn up. Then you're fatigued. You're not getting sleep. Then you start calling in. You could have perfect attendance right now. This is just a scenario. Okay, this is somebody's story. Okay, this is just a scenario. Or it don't even have to be you turning up with them. Just the idea of this person being around you can make you fatigue and make you feel lazy, because while they are around you, you're picking up on their energy. You are absorbing their grief. You'll be absorbing this anxiety, which is a fruitless situation, which is something that'll take you down to the 4. And right now you're at 9. And that's a major jump where you have to penny pinch and watch. Okay? You've come from this, you've built yourself up, and you come out of this status. So no. You can do what you want, but I'm saying no. It's going to be a no. It's going to be a no. If you want my opinion, it should be a no. Okay? It should be a no. I'm going to pull a Nudra card before we get out of here, collectives. Okay? I like this one. We're going to do this one, okay? We have harmony, okay? Perfectly centered. The mudra harmony. You are perfectly centered. That's why that 9 of Pentacles is here. That's why the Ace of Swords is here. That's why Justice in the World card is here. Because you are perfectly centered and you are in alignment. And that's why we need to make sure that you stay in alignment, and you have a big opportunity that is coming towards your way with the Knight of Swords. It's telling you to seize the moment. Be bold, okay? This is the Matagi Mudra. It says the eyes and ears, heart, stomach, and liver, the duodenum, pancreas, bladder, kidneys, all profit from your practicing this mudra. It gives equanimity and inner balance. Imagine a place where you find tranquility, harmony, and beauty. A place of recuperate to gather energy. To gather energy. In front of you, there is a deep well. Its magical water brings harmony and peace, and you drink of it freely. Composed and centered, you are able to cope with your daily tasks again. You are relaxed. What you say and do reflects your inner poise. What you say and do, collective, reflects your inner poise. Okay? The affirmation is, I draw harmony and strength from the well of my inner being, and this determines what I do and what I leave undone. The affirmation is, I draw harmony and strength from my inner being, and this determines what I do and what I leave undone. Okay? You are centered. That's why there's progress happening for you in your life. You are doing wonderful. Life is not perfect for anyone, but we are put here to grow and learn. Spirit is clearly saying that this person that is approaching you, they're not being pure with their intentions, and it would not be healthy or, conducive to your well-being if you were to entangle yourself with them. So this concludes the read, and I trust and hope that it assists you for your highest good. And if this is not your story, make sure you tell a family, friend, or foe, or to come on over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone to be notified, darling. Later.